music writing from last week is done. It is now time to edit the actual episode. We're not going to stop. We're not going to wait around for music, and we're certainly not going to edit without music. We're going to edit this like I edit my other videos, where I put in a piece of music and I edit it and I keep going. Yes, it is happening! Welcome back to the vlog. 2 things to report. 1, the experiment of writing music for 1 week and then editing for 1 week went very well. This was one of those instances where I worked every day and I didn't spend all this time bouncing back and forth between the internet and working, and it felt so much better. And you have probably already seen, but all of the Japan vlogs are now finished and up on either my channel or Adventure Archives. There's still one more video from Japan. It's a big episode where we went all around Japan. I don't know when that's coming out. We'll do that eventually. As I probably said already, these videos were made while trying to sightsee and do other stuff as the primary focus instead of making the video the primary focus. And if there's one thing I found, it's that splitting my attention between 2 things. It seems like something you can do, but it's not something I ever want to do. These videos were by no means bad. I enjoy these videos quite a bit, and I think they turned out pretty well. But the big difference between the last trip and this trip is that the last trip, I was there just to make videos. So that was like my express purpose, and I could put all of my effort into that. Anyways, this episode is progressing very nicely. It shouldn't be too much longer. Like I said, music and writing narration are the 2 things that take the longest, and now Andrew has to write the narration, so however long that takes, that's basically when we'll be able to get the episode done. Anyways, things are going very well. From ye old Marie Fisher. It's a frog! We'll explain this in a second. I hope you didn't think I ran out of these weird image cards. I'm almost fully back into caffeine, by the way. How could this have happened? Enjoy the instant! You already know I will. The frog is because in the Japan vlog where I went to Michael's house, his son was in the yard looking for frogs. And then I don't know if he actually found any frogs or not, but if he did, I didn't show it. So anyway, she left a comment in the vlog saying she was disappointed there was no frogs, but there's a frog. You know where this is going. I gotta say, this shelf is looking the best it's ever looked. I gotta be much more deliberate about where I put things when I add to this shelf, because it just looks so nice right now, man. Yes, frog, come on. Okay, got a little bit of a show and tell today. Andor Season 1, 4K Blu-ray. You know I'm all about that physical media and that Plex server. Oh, just beautimous. Being able to own one of the best TV series of all time. Man, I hope physical media never goes away. Probably will though. Speaking of physical media, Auden Chronicle. This is a game that was funded by Kickstarter. It is a spiritual successor to a series called Suikoden, and actually the creator died right before this game came out, which is pretty unfortunate to say the least. The disc is loose, just the way I like it. But the funny thing is, to be honest with you, I'm not even super into the Suikoden series. I beat the first one, and I've tried to play the second one because people say it's so good, and from what I've played, it's very good. But just having to collect all 108 characters, I've never really been into that concept. But I can't not support a finished product that is exactly in the genre of game that I love. And the graphics on this alone are enough to make me love it. However else the game is, the graphics turned out beautifully. I love that 2D, 3D, great sprite work. Oh, give me that great sprite work anytime. Do you want to explain the pots?
Yeah, they're bigger ones so they can go under the, oh, you're recording.
This is like a less intense version of Jackass. Did you ever see Jackass?
Yeah, I do remember that.
They just tormented that guy's dad.
So it is a ancient irrigation system. So you seal this up on here, and then you bury it under the ground, put water in there, it seeps out.
Is it already out there?
The raised bed ones, oh yeah.
Let's go take a look.
They're smaller, but. Yeah, this one needs water now.
Also, it just sticks out.
It just sticks out, and you just keep filling those up with water. But these are smaller ones, but the ones that are in there, I'm gonna put them under the eaves because there's so much that doesn't get water. These at least when it rains, it gets water.
Right.
But you can see it like here with my sage and my kale, and that's Napa, those two right there.
Wow. Dude, this looks awesome.
Yeah. Tomatoes, okra or eggplant, and those 4 are various kinds of peppers. And that thing that's growing up in the middle, I think is a weed, but I'm not positive. This is the first year that I'm gonna have cherries.
I feel like those are dangerously close to deer territory.
Yeah, that's why I got these in here. Anywhere that there was flowers, there should be some apples growing. Different branches are different apples. So we have Honeycrisp, Granny Smith. Did you know that all apple trees are spliced on?
Yep.
Or others like
Yeah,
terrible.
you can't just point or put a seed in the ground.
Yeah. Well, you can, but you'll get terrible apples.
Yeah. Wow, I think we should eat that right now.
I think so too.
Wow, how are these all intact?
It could be. There's those big holes in the front where the chipmunks are getting down in there.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that they're just too preoccupied back there that they've forgotten their stuff up here. Nope. Here's one's half eaten. Think.
Wow.
That's what strawberry. I have forgotten what strawberries really taste like.
Yep. Yeah, it's weird biting into it and not just tasting water and green.
And a little bit of tangy. I can't wait till the tomatoes and other stuff come out. I told you about my sweet potatoes. I planted sweet potatoes, but I didn't do anything to the soil. You know, it's like really packed in clay. So wherever the tuber would grow, it would just grow in a spiral because it couldn't get anywhere.
Okay, that'll do it for today's vlog. There is one more thing I need to leave you with, and that is the battle theme for Metaphor Re Fantasio. Fantasio. And this is maybe the most interesting piece of music I've ever heard. The first time I heard it, I almost thought it was a joke, but the more I listen to it, the better it gets. It is fantastic. Anyways, enjoy that. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Oh no! We almost had a disaster, y'all.